we're here streaming, guys, and I'm really excited to be here. I appreciate you guys all being here. I'm Spencer Davis. If you don't know who I am, excuse me, I talk a lot during the day, so I have a lot of soreness in the voice sometimes. But yeah, I'm assuming you guys can hear me all right. I'm assuming we're gonna have a fun night tonight, which I think we will. I got something special outlined tonight. So I was on Instagram earlier, you know, like people do, is they get on Instagram, and I saw one of these artists that I follow. His name is Anomaly. We're gonna get a new window. But anyway, pretty much, what he did is he announced a beat contest today, and the beat is due on Thursday. And I thought, hey, this might be fun to do live. So he basically put a snippet of audio called a sample on the thing. Anyway, he took a sample, and I haven't actually seen the sample yet. I haven't listened to it yet, but I'm excited to listen to it. So it's over on his Discord server, and so I'm gonna check out these samples that he put on there, if my internet will load. And here they are, it looks like. We're gonna listen to these samples, we'll download them, and then we'll make a beat. So let's read this, download the samples, play submissions on stream. That'd be cool. 3 finalists will be chosen. First place will get $50 to reverb. That's cool. I'll reward more points for originality, aka how the sample is used. I'm making my own beat later, so I don't really want to read much of this out. You need to use one of the samples at least once. Submissions can only be between 20 and 60 seconds of total length. 1 submission per person. MP3 format. Include your Discord artist twist name in the file title. Okay, cool. So let's listen to these samples and see how they're gonna sound. I'm actually excited for this, just because I haven't really done something like this before. These are cows, and I don't think you'll be able to hear them if I just play it. But I'll try it. Just actually, I won't. I want to download it just so that I get a full reaction out of this, because I'm actually super pumped to use these and just like listen to them and use them. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun to use these. Save that, and one more, and we'll throw them into Ableton Live in just a second. Save. Boom, we got the samples. We're done here. Okay. Boom. All right. Let's take a little look-sees at this. I'm gonna get rid of that because I used it earlier. But anyway, so let's add our folder, our download folder, just so we can see it. Where did those files download to? Because if they didn't download to downloads, that's probably bad. We'll just click on downloads and hope that that's the one we're looking for. Yeah, they're here. Okay, cool. So let's just throw these in, and we'll take a listen to these samples. Just put them in like that. Hope everyone's doing well, by the way. I am doing well, so it would only be right if I wished everyone else well. All right, let's just boingify this. Okay, width. I don't want this quite as big as it's not. It's not big. It's too big. Anyway, let's listen to these samples. This is interesting. These are weird. That's a good sound. We can use that. Oh man, these are really good. I sound like such a nerd, but I love these samples. Wow. Whoa. This is interesting because we got multiple cows here going. Very, very interesting. This is extremely entertaining. Oh, I like this bit. That's nice. I can use that. This is absurd. We're literally going to be making music with cow samples. I'm excited about it personally, though. I think it's going to be kind of fun to play with these samples and just see what we're kind of capable of. I remember liking this one a lot. Yeah, that one's good. Let's cut it out and see what we can do with it. I was thinking this one kind of like a good bass, just like I totally butchered that, but you know what I mean. So let's just the first thing I really want to do is really like I feel like I really want to just isolate the sounds I want. So some good reverb would sound really nice on this. I need some lows. Unfortunately, it doesn't really have them. So this has got a really nice mid sound. I could probably get away with adding some highs. Anyway, there's one sample we want to use. Let's just cut out the ones we want. I also really liked... No, this one's really nice just because it's got a lot of growl in it. I really like the second sample, honestly. It's very pretty. Listen to me talking about cows and pretty sounds. What if we... Oh no, that's too easy. Okay, we're gonna take this, drop it in here. Now we have a MIDI track active, okay? And I can take my MIDI keyboard and then I can basically just play all the notes. I'm gonna make sure it's warped so that all the notes are the same length. Whoa. Okay, we could make like a super cool like beat where we just basically isolate the part that we want and loop it. We could make some pretty funky chords with that because it's interesting because the cow mooing kind of has like it has a tonal, it has tonality, but the tonality changes. It's not a solid note like we would normally work with, which is interesting. I want to throw a reverb on it just so we can totally, yes. Just so that we have some, I want a pretty big decay. Oh man, that's so fun. This is crazy. I love this. This is great. This is magnificent. Yes, we're gonna. Oh man, this is too good. I love it. That's too fast. We would need to pick a good tempo we can work with. Oh, I have my synth on. We can probably layer it later, honestly, though. Okay. Hopefully I remember the chords. Crap. I forgot that at last stream I switched it to 1 bar. So yeah. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's listen, see if that's even square. I didn't use a metronome. Let's try that again with a metronome. That works. I like that. Do you guys like that? I think it's cool. It's a bit soon. I want that curve to kind of come a bit later. It's interesting. Oh, I didn't even realize I had this bottom note down here. Needs to last longer. What if we made this in 3/4? It seems more like a 3/4 vibe. Delete it and we'll try it again. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. There we go. Okay, let's make some variations of these chords here. We're basically in C or D minor. I don't know which one, but we're in one of those. This is weird. I love it. I like that chord. I love this sound. That's great. Yes, it's spooky. It's Halloween music made out of pigs or cows. Man, that would have been so perfect if I didn't. Unfortunate that I goofed the speaking there. I'm gonna do it again just so that I can use this in a different clip. Guys, it's spooky. It's Halloween music made from cows. Okay, perfect. Now we can use that later in a different, like as a excerpt. Perfect. Cool. Let's do more processing because processing is my best friend when it comes to samples. Maybe some bit reduction would sound interesting. Basically, we're like, I don't really know how bit reduction works actually. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. What could we put on here? We could put a. Oh, that could be cool actually. We put an auto pan on it and just kind of wiggles. Okay, so we've done that. As far as the sample goes, I want to take it a step further. I'm really just going to use the sample tonight, I think. Oh, I don't want to delete those, dang it. Whatever happens. I'm just going to use the sample tonight. So I'm going to take the same exact part of the sample out of here. Or I can just actually... Dang, I deleted all the tracks I needed. Here we go. I'm going to take this piece again. I might do something else just to... I'm going to take the exact same piece. But what we're going to do, basically, is... the interesting about sounds is they're all made up of certain waves. So we're going to go in really deep. So we have a really, really nice triangle wave in this. Because when you zoom in really, really far, you can see it looks like a triangle. So, and there's some good modulation going on. So we're going to find a good wave, basically. A really nice wave. It might be nice if we unsoloed. And there we go. We've made a synthesizer out of a cow moo. And basically, the more wide we get, the slower it's gonna sound. So when I do this kind of thing, I like to really clamp my sample, so it's just... You get the point. My piano playing is subpar, but you know, that's what I like to do, and really just make it sound great. I'm gonna compress it as well. I don't know why I have that song in my head, but it's there. And then we can EQ it, so we really see a lot of mids in this. I can cut those out, make it a lot more even that way. And I want more sub kind of stuff going on, so I'm going to cut more here. And then the only thing I'm probably going to do that I can't really do with a sample, because mainly I haven't really I'm not really good at it. But basically I'm just going to take a sub bass and layer it. And that way it's more of a full bass sound. I don't really know what direction this track's going to go. I'm just trying to make sounds pretty much. So this is my favorite sub. This is my favorite sub. So we'll layer these up. We're going to need to make sure this is actually in tune, because if it's not, it's going to sound weird. So we'll throw in a tuner. That's a limiter. My mistake. Can you guys tell I'm tired? Here's a tuner. So we're just going to play middle C. And basically it's registering as a C sharp. So we're going to need to detune it a little bit. Oh, no. Oh, dang. Okay, undo that. I don't want that to happen. X out. We'll detune it, or transpose it a step down, and we'll detune it as much as we need. Switch that back out for a tuner. And all of a sudden we're in tune again. So now we have the sub, and I'm actually gonna let's put this back, because 16 cents. And then basically we can just cut everything out that we don't want. That way we have basically two cohesive units working together. So we'll just cut these out. Right? Super cool stuff. Now we can take that with our chords I don't know why I automatically made a bass. I always automatically make a bass. Why do I always do that? Okay, so we can... That works. I'm gonna need to turn this all way down though, because it's very loud. Maybe it would sound better. I have this here. We'll rename it Bass Cow. And this is just your sub cow, even though it's not a cow. It's a wannabe cow. And we'll rename this Chord Cow. And we'll, since this is where all the samples are, we'll call it Mama Cow because that's where everything's coming from. And this can be that. I don't care what it's called. Let's put in some drums. I love drum loops, but today we're going to be using the cow sample for drums as well. This is kind of the same concept as what we just did a minute ago, where we're taking parts of the sample. I'm going to use really small parts of the sample though, like it's got to be it's muted. It's kind of awkward. Check it out. This part could make a good like hi-hat or snare or something. We can try it. Basically we'll take it here. I'm just gonna go in and like chop it way down. Excuse me. Yep, just making samples out of cows. And what we can do is totally mess with these warp settings. So basically warping, what it does is it basically brings everything in time with the software, because what actually happens when you play back audio is if you slow it down, it'll play slower and deeper. And if you play it faster, it'll raise in pitch and play faster, obviously. That's what happens with like a lot of records and stuff like that. So anyway, what we're doing here is basically just, that's what warping does, is it eliminates that, it compensates, it like is like, oh, this is what we're doing? Okay, cool. So we're gonna zoom way in and look at this. If I can find it, holy cow. Here it is. Zoom. Here we go. So far we have, where did I put that sample? Nice, I don't know where the sample is. Where did we put it? The bird chirp is right here. Perfect, there it is. Okay. Now we have this here sample right here. Whoa, that was cool actually. I don't know, let you hear that. Let's like transpose it. I can hear a kick out of this. Let's go negative 24, oh, negative 24, let's do that. Let's go negative all the way, just all the way 48 steps. Boom, we have a kick, guys, like legit, we have a kick. Copy that, we'll put it in a MIDI track. I don't need that track anymore, do I? I still need it, okay. This is gonna be kind of a messy project file, and I hope I can really make everything work, but we'll name this a kick cow. Okay, one-shot mode. Interesting. Here it is. It might be nice if we had some audio. We need to get that volume up. And we're gonna need to take that way down. Whoa. And we're gonna want to put an envelope. No decay, just. We need to get rid of that tone. We don't want the tonality. Is something else recording? No. Man, I am tired, dude. Let's really bring this down. Can you guys see this working? Because I sure don't. I'm not an expert at doing this, honestly, but it's interesting to try it just because I'm learning. Yeah, so let's keep messing with it, I guess. We can EQ it probably, and that might help. That's an interesting quality of this sample. It's kind of cool, actually. The problem is the tone. So if we had it low enough, uh-oh, we have latency. Latency is bad. It's a pretty decent kick, actually. There it is. That works. Let's use that. That'll be fun to use. So basically, we'll just we gotta compress that. That's nasty. No, we want that. That's not working for me. Nope, delete is what I wanted you to do. Boom. Okay. Let's just use the glue compressor maybe. Here's the thing, I don't want to totally squash everything out of it. I don't know, maybe we can just leave it like this. Turn down the gain a lot. And then layer it with an actual kick to make it sound okay. We could try that. We'll find a good kick. Kick. This is my favorite company for samples. I have a lot of stuff from them. As you can see, this one might work. Let's try it. I want to throw it in the MIDI track though. Just drag this MIDI right over. Might need to bring that up so it's actually like the right. There it is. You know, honestly, I don't know if I need this in 3/4, but whatever. what we could do is just delete all this and then try again with the duplicate it. Just like boop, duplicate, 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 boom. Much more chill, actually. Oh, we have a kill. I like that. Bro, heck yeah. Bro, we're making music with a cow. This is insane. I'm actually loving this right now. Heck yeah, guys. Heck to the yeah. Okay. What now? I'm asking the same question as you. I guess we can. Let's add the bass, or maybe like a cow lead. I don't know. Let's go to Mama Cow and see what we got. Let's see what we can get from a good little. I actually really liked this coming out, and if I throw a nice huge reverb on it, so we'll go here. Where is it? There it is. There you are, beautiful reverb, baby. I love this reverb. Turn up the mix all the way. That's perfect already. And then we just go boop. That's spooky. I say we just keep that in the background. Just that'd be sick. What's disgusting is I see potential for this to be actually good. I don't know if disgusting is the right word, but it's the word I'm using because it is exactly that. This song is going to be wild, like totally wild. Oh boy. Okay. Let's add a lead, or maybe we should get a snare in there. I don't know. Honestly, I could take that same kick here probably though. Just copy it and paste it over here. Or just duplicate it, that's easier. But I can probably take that same sample and just pitch it up, and it will probably be fine for a snare drum. So we'll just take this and transpose it about 12 up and see how that sounds. It would be nice if I could get some audio out of this though. Apparently it's getting like nothing right here. Oh, that would help. I don't have that. That's almost there. I just need more. Yeah. I need to. I really like the idea of using this though. So maybe we just put out a 0. Make sure the volume's good. Then we can compress it afterwards to kind of make it a bit quieter. Yeah, that's what we'll do, I think. Just boop. Turn that off. This is a lot of compression and it's not doing anything. Turn to default. Let's just use that. We can just turn on the gain here. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine, guys. Okay, cool. Okay, let's listen to this and see how it sounds. I don't want it doing the same thing, so I just want to... Something super simple like that, honestly. Like the snaps I was doing. Just on the offbeat, so like on the and of the 3. Yep, that works for now. Another one. And then on the last one, we'll do a bit of more like a fill kind of thing. That would be cool. Bam, right that. Yeah, that works. That works. And then we can do the exact same thing as we did over here. So we'll rename this cow snare. But what we'll do, we'll just layer that again with a snare like we did with the other one. So snare, also cymatics, because I am on the bandwagon. That's too much. I need something really, really... I want something more like lo-fi-ish even. So like a snare, eternity is a pack I have. There it is, perfect. Ears itch. Which one do I want? That one will work. So we'll throw that in there. Get it a MIDI track. MIDI track. Throw it in there. Yes, sir. I just got a bagel. And we'll just like that. Wow, the lag is actually real. Wowzers. Okay. Let's try it again. Okay, if that's how we're gonna do that, I want to manage this MIDI, kind of have like a more, like maybe here, for example, we duplicate this and then like shove it over there, perhaps. I mean, obviously I have to do it on both kicks, but just listen to that. Yeah, like that. Even just doing that, I think, will like add a lot of energy to this. Oh, yawn. It's been a long day, guys. But that's okay because I'm here. It's actually really good that I'm required to do this, or require myself to do this every week, because I don't really get a lot of time to produce as much anymore just because I'm busy. So to set time aside every week is really good. We need something that's just kind of a little bit of a little attack for a hi-hat. Maybe over here? No. Maybe. Let's just take it out. I mean, we're just experimenting. That's what I said last. That's what I say every time. You know, we're having fun with this. We're experimenting. I don't really care what it sounds like. It's gonna be fun. That sounds whack. Let's just like totally come in here and limit it a lot. So it's really just like, yeah, this is all you get, buddy. Just like that. That's a cool sound, actually. If we take that and put it in a sampler, we can see what we can do with that. Insert audio track. That's wrong. I want a MIDI track, guys. We can take this and drop it in here. Here we go. That's what we're looking at. Hey, that's a hi-hat, guys. Look at that. Just playing with that, seeing it's not really making much of a difference to play with that, so I'll stop. But we will take an EQ and really just isolate those highs so we have a nice hi-hat, because that's beautiful. I think hi-hats are the easiest drums to make, personally. So we'll just take these and I obviously had nothing to I'm gonna quantize these pretty close to 16th notes. Basically just move them on the grid so that they're perfectly timed. Just like that. And the interesting thing about this is everything else is a 4-bar loop. I made this a 6-bar loop. And what the significance of that is basically it means it's going to provide a different kind of rhythm, essentially, throughout the entire thing, which is cool. So that's fun. Yeah, there's that. So we have a hi-hat now. I really want to get into this bass we made because it's killer. So I really want to get into it. This, oh, that hurts my ears. Hopefully we can actually find somewhere this kind of fits, because it's kind of difficult to find that sometimes, but we'll make it work. I think the point at this point, or the purpose of this beat at this point, is to see how dysfunctional we can get and it still works. So that's what I'm going to try for, is dysfunction. And just like, you know, I don't even know what key we're in, honestly. So we're just gonna do weird intervals, stuff like that, and just kind of play with it because it's fun, quite frankly. The bass I'm probably going to do multiple takes of in the actual arrangement view, because it's cool to like do it in here so we have a nice little loop, but I really want to do it so that it's different all the time because I want it to be weird. Let's take another stab at this and see if we can find a good lead synth. Honestly, let's just pick a random spot. Oh, I know how I want the song to start. It's with this bit right here, but we'll get to that later. We'll get to arrangement after we're done with basic elements of our song. I really want to get the basics down first before I just do whatever. Another MIDI track. Yay, I love MIDI tracks. I don't think I need you. What are you doing? Are you doing anything? You're doing nothing. Get out of here, boy. Bye. I hoped it didn't have to come to that, but it did. Let's group these snares. Group tracks. Rename that the snare. And we'll collapse it. That way we just don't have to look at it because it's kind of gross looking, honestly. Yeah. What is that track? Ah, yes, that's the hi-hat. Okay, rename it hi-hat then, so I know what it is. Cool. We will insert another MIDI track, and we'll take this sample we pasted and plop it in there. And now we have loop mode. That's cool. That's perfect. Let's add some fade in there. And I want this totally mono, so I'll make it one voice. Or I can make it 32. Cool. We'll make the start a little bit later, the gain a little bit up. This is gonna be fun, guys. I'm excited for this. I'll just like do a weird solo over it and just it'll be whack. Let's do an EQ and get rid of all the low because I don't want it for a I did it with the filter over here, but it doesn't seem to be working very well, so this is really dysfunctional sounding. I like it. Let's go over here and just oh my gosh. Oh, I gotta take off the headphones for a minute just because they're warm. Just want to remind you, if you guys aren't subscribed, to subscribe. I do this every Tuesday at the same time, give or take. Okay, so we've been here for about an hour, and we've got basically our basic elements thrown together, which I thought was very productive. We did a good job, I think. of really just nailing everything that we needed. So here's the deal. The beat is supposed to be about 60 seconds long, according to the contest rules that I read. So we'll cut it down to 60 seconds. That's it. And I want these to basically repeat. I just want this in the background. To start the song, I want to take this part. Just because it has some interesting reverb in it. I really like the reverb in it, so we'll just take this part. No, bad cows. Just remove it, and we'll put it at the beginning. Oh, I want this to run through though. We'll put it at the beginning of the. Oh, cancel! I don't want to do that. We'll put it at the beginning of the song. Drag, drag, drag. What a drag! Oh, get it? Cause the dragging. Anyway, and then I can take these and just have everything pretty much slap right there. Copy and paste and copy and paste and copy and paste and copy and paste. And I don't know what this 14th track is for. Apparently nothing. Oh wait, that was the lead I made. Okay, cool. Let's rename it then. Cow lead. And it's with 2 L's because we're cool. So here we go. Let's basically just drag this out, and we'll do some cool, like, I don't know what. We'll do something to make it cool, but basically this is just a trash beat. Some might say it's jazz, but it's not, unfortunately. I wish I could just be like, yeah, this is a jazz beat, and it's just like totally not related stuff. Just no, it's just noise music. That's what it is. Like, it's not jazz, unfortunately. It'd be funny if it was jazz though. That we could just be like, hey guys, you know, what is cows? You know, cows have done so much for the genre. You know, you really got to respect them. I'm getting off topic. Let's listen. This is literally terrible. Hang on, I'm gonna change the buffer size so we don't have as much gross stuff, even though, because I don't need it this low right now. 56 to see how that works. If we were recording, it'd be one thing, but we're not. So hopefully it doesn't crash my computer. This is so funny, honestly. Just hearing it, it makes me question whether, you know, this is all worth it or not. Imagine if that's just it. Oh my gosh. That would be an experience. Just like, what did we just listen to? I might just leave it like that. Just like, Now we have some cool reverb on that lead, but other than that, you know, it's just like. I need some glide on that, so it's like, whoa. That's sick. Love it. Yes. That's all I can say is just yes. Change the actual glide. Oh man, this is fun, guys. This is seriously fun, guys. I'm enjoying this. Anyway, yeah, let's just record in the weird lead sound and just do that, and then we'll do a take of the bass. Or maybe just leave it. I don't know. I don't really want it to be repeating just because that's too consistent for me. So I don't need the kick there open. I don't need the snare open. I don't need the hi-hat open. So I just need the lead and the bass open pretty much, and we're good. Let's record. This is sick. Oh my gosh, this is so fun. It's beautiful. I'll redo these takes just because I don't want a predictable bass line, which it isn't predictable anyway, but you can never be too sure. I'm literally gonna cut it off. Everything just right there. Just bruh. That's so funny. I love it. I think that bass line might have been a bit crazy. I mean, like, it's all over the place. It's not really a bass line. It's more of a lead line, but in the bass. Which I mean, I guess works. I just want to hear it. This has a problem with it just basically like spiking in volume based on how hard I hit the keys. I don't want it super loud. I don't know what we're doing, guys. This is such a weird... I'm gonna reverse this. So at the outro, it's doing the same thing pretty much, except, yeah, except out. That way we'll just do it now. Yes. Okay. Like what? Oh my gosh, that's so fun. Okay. I'm trying to consider what else I can put in this to really make it shine and just, but I think all we really have right now is mixing. Generally I don't do this just sitting here, but since we're live, you know, why not? Just do it while we're sitting here, because generally actually it'll kind of tire your ears actually. So we're gonna take, I don't know, I mean generally we take a break before we start mixing, at least just a break, but I don't want to do that. I just don't want to do it right now. So we're gonna mix. Basically the first thing we're gonna worry about is leveling everything effectively. So we'll put a spectrum analyzer on here. I have span, right? Hopefully I have span. Yep, here it is. Beautiful little plugin. I love it. It's cute. I'll just show you what's happening. We need to also once again, we need to fix the buffer size, because basically when you're mixing, it doesn't matter how much latency you have. The biggest size, that way we have less CPU problems, because it's kind of wigging out on me right now. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, you probably can hear the clicks and stuff, so that's why. I mean, though I've sacrificed the audio quality simply because we can afford to, or we need it. So oh man. I just can't get over the utter chaos that's going on. Let's do this. We'll group the drums. This is what I like to do. I like to group like items. So, or rhythm, I suppose, is the best way to call it. And let's just mix these drums by themselves so they kind of sound good by themselves. Just like that. I honestly think these are pretty perfect. Let's put a drum bus on it. Heck yeah. I like that sound, but no. And then something that's super important when you're mixing is to make sure that you volume match all your plugins. So basically, if I turn it off, it's going to be about the same volume as it was before. These kicks sound cool. I want to make sure I have a little bit of EQ on them, just basically so we... Just a little bit of EQ, make sure it sits well. We'll do the same thing for the snare, just to cut out what we don't need. Now we've already EQ'd this. We don't really need much more. Maybe we can compress. just to kind of make it, because it's kind of getting lost in the mix a little bit, which I don't like. Snuff snare compressor. Okay, and then the other thing we can do, we can turn down this kick a little bit as far as volume goes, because it's a little bit loud. And then to make room for everything else, because the kick ultimately needs to kick, you know, punch through very well in the mix. So we'll take this compressor and we'll do this thing called side chaining. I mean, if you're familiar with producing, you probably know what it is, but if you don't, that's totally fine. We'll do it to this kick bus overall, and basically what it does, there's a more like dramatic example, but let me solo all the drums and then just solo this with it so you can hear it better. We're gonna keep it like that because it's pretty. Let's see. What else can we do? We can, so we got that sidechain going. Let's listen to it in the mix. Just sounds pretty good. We can sidechain the bass as well to make sure it's sitting well. Just like that. Boom. That sounds good. And maybe do the same thing with this lead, just because I might need it. That works. That sounds really good, actually. I think it sounds fantastic with the sidechain on it. Continue. See what else we got going on. I haven't actually mixed a song in forever, guys. Like, this is a wonderful experience for me. Just be able to like actually mix some. Okay, yeah. Not to get sentimental, but it's nice to need to do this. Okay, let's use that. It sounds cool. Sounds groovy. Cool? Question mark. Let's use these cool plugins. This one's called Neutron, and basically it's a mix bus plugin. It mixes your tracks for you pretty well. So you take it and you can use these presets, which are cool, and go into mix bus. I want to compress that reverb, just because a compressed reverb is much prettier than a raw reverb, just like that. And then it'll set it, and then here we go. That sounds awesome. Let's look at the overall balance of the mix here on span, because we can span. That actually sounds super good. Wow, that's awesome. Sounds great. This has been really fun. I've really enjoyed this. I've really enjoyed making this musical challenge. If you guys have any idea for some music challenges, I'm gonna post a poll on my Instagram. If you don't follow me, it's at SLD128, so go over there. But I'll post a poll over there and just be like, hey, what are some ideas you guys have that I should implement into my live streams? You're like, what do you want to see? But I thought this was really fun. I'm definitely gonna submit this, and I'll let you guys know if anything cool happens. Honestly, I don't see this winning any awards, but it was fun. It's just gross is the funny thing. But yeah, it was a lot of fun, and I made it almost exclusively